Good afternoon, Western Washington, and happy Monday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and today we're going to take a look at the forecast for the next few days across Western Washington. And we'll start right here with the satellite imagery. You can see just an absolutely incredible day across the state of Washington. Just got a little bit of marine clouds burning off there along the Washington coast, and you can see a few scattered cumulus clouds there over parts of the north central Cascades. Otherwise, literally a cloudless day across the state, and this just shows you how beautiful the Pacific Northwest is when you can see it all on satellite imagery like this. We live in a pretty cool place here, so it is really awesome to see days like this across the area. Taking a look here at the upper air pattern, you can see we got this ridging that's going to continue to dominate over the next couple of days. And then you see as we go into Wednesday, that ridging pushes off to the east. And then we get this troughing that moves in that's going to bring us some more clouds. Lots of high clouds, not very much precipitation with this really at all. You can see that troughing is still moving through as we go through the day on the 4th of July there, but it's not going to bring very much in the way of showers. Maybe a few showers in the mountains, but that's about it. Then you see as we go into Saturday and Sunday there, we get some ridging starting to build across the area again. And then as we go into next week, we're now a little bit over a week out, but I just wanted to point out this feature here. See this trough off the coast of California? That trough moves up across Western Washington and is bringing a potential for some thunderstorms going into next week, but we'll see. That is looking pretty far out in the extended forecast. What you should know is that after this troughing moves through, cooling us down a little bit across 4th of July weekend, that we will start to warm back up. Taking a look at precipitation type, I put this out to July 4th, so you can see thunderstorms across parts of Oregon and very far southeast Washington there on the 4th of July. Otherwise, a few showers in the mountains, maybe some showers across the Oregon coast, nothing in the lowlands as we go into the evening there, which should mean it will be nice weather there on the 4th of July. Then you can see as we go through the next few days, you do have some of those showers and thunderstorms over the North Cascades each afternoon, and then we'll keep watching to see any potential thunderstorm impacts as we go into next week. Taking a look at total precipitation here through the end of this week here through Sunday, you can see no rain in the lowlands, a little bit maybe on the Olympic Peninsula, and in some parts of the coast, the north coast and south coast, maybe getting a little bit of drizzle. And you can see where those thunderstorms are kind of going to be centered there across the North Cascades and some of the mountains of northeast Washington as well, and then parts of southeast Washington, maybe including Walla Walla, Clarkston and Lewiston, and some of the areas down there. But otherwise, just not all that much rain. These will likely be thunderstorms as well, so you do even have the risk for some fires starting if there's not enough rain with some of those lightning strikes, so keep that in mind as well in some of our mountains here. And now let's take a look at temperatures. So you're looking at today, you can see it'll be a pretty hot day across the area with highs from Seattle northward in the upper 70s to mid 80s, from Seattle southward in the mid to upper 80s, maybe some low 90s, and then from Olympia southward, upper 80s to mid 90s. You can see even on the coast, highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Really nice day out there. You can see as we go into Tuesday, the coast cools down. We got highs in the mid-60s, but here in the lowlands, you have highs again from Seattle north in the upper 70s to low 80s, and Seattle southward in the mid to upper 80s there, and you can see upper 80s around Portland as well. Then as we go into Wednesday, you can see we start to cool down with some of that troughing moving in. Highs Seattle north in the upper 60s to mid-70s, mid-60s on the coast, and then upper 70s across areas from Seattle southward down toward Portland, which will reach about 80 degrees. On Thursday, we remain almost exactly the same, and then the same thing on July 4th. There highs in the low 70s, Seattle north, mid to upper 70s, Seattle south, mid 60s on the coast, low 80s in the Willamette Valley. A pretty nice day there for the 4th of July this year. Then we start to warm up just a couple degrees there on Saturday and Sunday, and then as we go into next Monday, you can see we start to get back toward the 80s for a lot of the area. But otherwise, pretty pleasant time coming up here in terms of our weather. Not much rain, pretty nice temperatures aside from today and tomorrow. So Monday and Tuesday, those are your two hottest days with the highs in the mid-80s across a large portion of the area. Besides that, you're going to have really nice seasonable temperatures in the 70s, so that'll be pretty nice for Western Washington. Now, taking a look at our 8 to 14-day temperature outlook going into the week after next, and you can see decent chance for above average temperatures across a lot of the west here, and going into precipitation near normal. So really, that means very little, if any at all. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I will continue to update everyone on the 4th of July forecast and any potential thunderstorms and heat coming up through the rest of July here. Be sure to follow me on Blue Sky, on Twitter, and the Western Washington Weather Facebook group, and of course subscribe here on YouTube. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will talk to you all later.